crap. Okay, Trump just took off to Camp David for the weekend because, he never stops working. It's a working vacation is what they're calling this one. So Trump didn't do a press conference today. He had a presidential congratulatory meeting, and he talked about remdesivir. I should get you guys that video. While you're logging in, I'll just say hi to everybody. And the feed is up from C-SPAN on YellicopterMoments. So we'll take a look at those Yellicopter Moments in a second as soon as I get confirmation from somebody that I can actually be seen. So that no longer applies this crawl, so we're going to get rid of that. There we go. And as soon as I know that someone is in here and that we're actually live, I will get this going. Now, there's usually about a 20 to 30 second delay between what I say and what you see. So the chat window there sometimes takes a moment to get to me and let me know. I've got Trump set up here. It looks like it's only about 3 minutes and some seconds long. So apparently he doesn't answer a lot. There's a couple of points I wanted to talk with you guys about. Hey, Stephanie. Okay, so Stephanie's here. Stephanie is one of my sponsors in that it's not my drinking problem. It's going to KevinLeeFather.com and supporting me. So if you'd like to support me, you might have heard of this thing called Patreon. That's where you can go and support the people who do what they do that you enjoy. I don't know that anyone enjoys this, but if you want to help me do this sort of thing, seeing as right now there's no work for me, go to KevinLeeFather.com and put in $5 a month, $10 a month, $24,000 a month, whatever you can afford. Let's get going now that I know Stephanie is here. Let's take a look. Oh, it also says new messages. Do I have to click new messages now? Give me a second here, guys. I've got the chat feed up there. There we go. Hey, Robin. Hey, Noel. Hey, Glenn. Is it Glenn? Glenn, let me know if I'm getting that correctly. I'm a terrible reader when it comes to names. And I'm not like Trump. This is the way Trump would read names. I see that Noel is here. Noel. Great reputation. Noel. And also Glenn. Every name has to be a pronouncement, an announcement with a trumpet. Robin is here. Everybody knows Robin. You know better than anybody, Robin. Bunny is here. We have Bunny. Everybody needs some Bunny. Actually, he's not that clever. He would never say that. Airbus 330 is here. All right. Oh, and Rich. Everybody loves Rich. Everyone loves getting rich. I certainly do. Off the taxpayers, however I can take it. All right, let's get right to the video then. It appears you guys are here. Let's take a look at today's Yellicopter Moments. Roll the opening. There is no opening. Here we go. Oh, wait, I do have an opening for this. This is my opening for everything now. Enough about that. Oh, hey, everybody's back. Let's get rid of Trump. Sorry about that. Yeah, remember, folks, this is just me doing this. I've invited people to come over and help, and everyone's refusing for some reason. Sorry about that. Rolling on. Here is today's Yellicopter Moments.
I'll be going to Camp David for a working weekend. We're going to be spending a lot of time with meetings and phone calls and some foreign leaders. So we look forward to that. And
spending a lot of time with phone calls. So yeah, they're calling it a working weekend.
We'll be back very soon. I guess we're doing something pretty big on Sunday night at the Lincoln.
So he's hosting a town hall. He's not hosting a town hall. He's doing a town hall with which network again? What net? Is it CNN? No, it's MSNBC. No, pretty sure he's doing ABC, Fox News. He's appearing on Fox News? Well, that's unusual. He'll be doing that on Sunday evening, and yes, I will be live streaming that, I'm going to say, performance. But 2 hours of it. My God. I can't hear it. Yeah, I pumped the volume up. Is the audio on this? It's paused right now, so nobody can hear it. But his audio on this was really low. The C-SPAN feed is low. I can switch over to Fox if we need to. I'm going to give you guys a few seconds. Here, I'm going to play this. If this volume is too low, I'm going to pump him all the way up. Give me a second. This is as loud. See if I can adjust the C-SPAN's feed itself. No, that's all the way up on the C-SPAN feed. This is as loud as he can get. Let me know if you can, if the audio is good.
Lincoln Memorial, that'll be very nice. but we'll be back soon, and I think some of you will be traveling out around.
Okay, I'm going to pause it for a second here. So somebody let me know if the volume on that is enough for you or if I need to switch over to the Fox News feed, because I have that too, and I can make that happen. That's going to be much louder, and it's Fox, but again, it's only 3 minutes of this. So while we're passing the time, speaking of the new press secretary, okay, no, the sound is too low. Okay, I'm going to switch over to Fox then. While I'm doing that, you guys can listen to my favorite quote from KK McInerney. Here's the ninny.
Absolutely. This president will always put America first. He will always protect American citizens. We will not see diseases like the coronavirus come here.
And we're back. Okay, this is going to be much louder, so I'm going to turn it down here. This is the feed coming out of Fox. Let's enjoy.
The Lincoln Memorial, that'll be very nice. But we'll be back soon, and I think some of you will be traveling out around the area where I'm going. But we'll be at Camp David for a working weekend.
North Korean leader just surfaced at a fertilizer plant in North Korea. Do you know about this? Anything you can tell us?
Yeah, I'd rather not come.
Okay, now I see that you guys are saying that the volume was okay on that last one after I pumped it up. It's like a 2-minute delay today, guys, so I apologize. Let's just keep watching Fox. The reporter just asked, it appears Kim Jong-un has shown up at a fertilizer plant in North Korea, so he's alive. Yay. Let's hear what Trump has to say about the dictator.
Comment on it yet. Kim Jong-un will have something to say about it at the appropriate time.
Would you advise him to support social distancing?
I think he's doing a very good job. He's a great friend of mine. And the president is doing really well in Brazil. We're very proud of him.
How about the situation with the coronavirus in Brazil?
Okay, Bolsonaro in Brazil. That's who they're talking about right now. He's a friend of Trump's. He's the Trump of Brazil, and he's happy to advertise himself as such. And when Trump says he's doing a very good job, Brazil is now spiking. They've gone from way down in the pack to close to the leadership in terms of countries. Again, because Trump looks at everything like it's a competition between the countries. I think I was looking at Brazil earlier. Give me a second here. I should be able to... I bet you have Brazil already pulled up and ready to go. Where is she? Come on, Brazil. I know you're there. Yeah, here's Brazil right here. Okay, I'm going to bring Brazil over. The number of new cases in Brazil right here. This is the thing to watch. And daily new cases in Brazil. I hope you guys can see this. I'm going to make this bigger. Let's zoom in on that puppy. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. We need some music for this because, okay, come on. There we go. Look what's happened here in Brazil in the last little while. It's spiked up in new cases. And today is not even done yet. So that should, by the end of today, that should be well up above 7,000 new cases. So Brazil not doing well. We can see it's starting to spike up there. They have not hit the curve. Now, what was happening was with Brazil was Bolsonaro has been telling everybody, get out there and party. Everything is just fine. This is a hoax. And the governors, I believe they're governors in Brazil. Somebody fact check me on that. Their equivalent of governors in the various regions of Brazil have all been saying, most of them have been saying, whoa, 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 no, let's all stay inside. Let's do the social distancing thing. And now we see what's going on in Brazil. So Trump just said he's doing a fantastic job, and I'm really hoping the reporter follows up on this. Let's find out.
Well, they've been hit hard. Brazil's been hit very hard. But you have a president that's doing a very good job.
Mr. President,
You know that Kim is alive? Can you at least say that?
I don't want to talk about it now.
Mr. President, are you going to be talking to him?
I may.
Talking about potential tariffs on China yesterday, is that something that's under serious consideration?
Tariffs on China.
So we're going to see what happens. A lot of things are happening with respect to China. We're not happy, obviously, with what happened. This is a bad situation all over the world, 182 countries. But we'll be having a lot to say about that. It's certainly
187 countries. He has been saying 184. Now he's down to 182. This is the man who really pays attention to the data. And that's why we're okay.
an option. It's certainly an option, Joe.
Mr. President, are you going to be social distancing?
Certainly an option.
Are you going to be social distancing during your work weekend?
Yeah, I will.
I don't know what she said.
you were not happy with Governor Kemp about opening up in Georgia.
I didn't say that, Jeff. I said I didn't like.
So the question is about Governor Kemp in Georgia opening up, and Trump did say that he wasn't happy with him, specifically about opening up nail salons and stuff like that. Let's see what he says.
A particular place, a spa, a tattoo parlor. No. I think it's wonderful. I want to see us open safely. But I didn't like spas and tattoo parlors. And
That's
I wasn't
accurate.
thrilled about that. But I said nothing about Georgia other than that. I like the states opening. They will be opening. They're going to open safely and quickly, I hope, because we have to get our country back.
He did say he was unhappy with Kemp, and something else is happening with Georgia that they just announced within the last few minutes, and I'll show that to you in a second.
Thank you.
After he's done. He's done. Okay, that was it for Yellicopter Moments. Let's get rid of this guy, and I will show you. Remember, Georgia opened up, and everyone was like, hey, it's too early. And Georgia's like, no, it's great. Here's Georgia right here. And this is not the whole story. I've got to make my screen smaller on my side. Give me just a second to get to the stats because I want to be accurate with you because you're my best friends right now. I can't go outside. Here is the Atlanta Journal-Constitution. For those of you who don't know American geography or are watching from, I don't know, Ireland. This Atlanta is not the capital of Georgia, but it's the biggest city there. So here's what's going on in Georgia. They had kind of a spike, and then they were falling down, and they're like, we're all better now. We're going to open up. And then it was spiking again, and then it started to go down. And, okay, now we can open up. So then they opened up, and look, it started to go right back up again. And then today, this is on the AJC site, but it hasn't been updated yet, 759 cases. Today they have actually had 1,134 new cases. So that spike should be up into this range right here. So it'll be interesting to watch Georgia over the next few days to see if that continues spiking. But of course, hey, let's make sure that we open that up. It's that important because, you know, haircuts and hair dyes. I'm getting some gray. Maybe I'll just hop on a plane and get to Georgia. Last time I looked, I could get to Atlanta or Fort Lauderdale for $13 from LAX. And the tax from LAX, the airport tax, is $12. So you can do the math on that. And it was tempting. I mean, Fort Lauderdale for $1? Yeah, that's data-driven Trump. Okay, you guys are like 2 minutes behind me, so I'm going to give it just a few more seconds to see if anybody else has something to say about Atlanta or Georgia or otherwise. And then I'm going to cut you off because, again, it's like a 2-minute delay, so conversations between me and you right now would be, I don't think, interesting. Certainly not productive. Interesting to me because, again, I have no more friends. But interesting to the viewers? I don't know. And keeping in mind that you guys can log off at any time. I looked a little bit De Niro-ish right there. I don't know. I'm getting old. Doesn't look like you guys are commenting. Yeah, Stephanie, data-driven. This man is not data-driven. And you know what? I should make a video about that. Maybe I'll do that. So, yeah, the last video about Kayleigh McInerney, I replied to Aaron Rupar and my friend Asen. If you don't follow Asen, so two people to follow. While we're at it, I'm going to show them to you. Let me go to the Twitters. Here we go. So there's two guys that you should be following because they cover all the press conferences and they take the snippets and they put them up there. So and they also, Asen watches way too much Fox News. So if you want to know what's going on today in Judge Judy, Asen's your guy. Asen is just at Asen, ACYN. You can find him, and he does a lot of the video-driven stuff. So check out Asen, and then the other go-to, one of many, is Aaron Rupar, and he is at ATRUPAR. So at Rupar. That's simple, at Rupar. So check those guys out as well. Feel free to share the links to any of my broadcasts. And hey, if you really appreciate this, go to kevinleefather.com and throw a few shekels my way. It was a good, you're right, Rich. Thank you for the compliment. It was a good De Niro look, It was not a good De Niro voice, so I've got to work on that one. I also have to build a voice booth up here. I'm in Seattle now, and in LA I had a pretty good voiceover booth. There's still voiceover work because every commercial that you've seen on air right now is, "We were there for you at the beginning, and we'll be there at the end. Because we're in this together." That's pretty much I could just voice that once. I could find a booth. I could just voice that once, and they could use it on every commercial because that's all the commercials that we're seeing right now. I actually auditioned for a commercial a couple weeks ago that really, it was a kick-ass commercial. I signed an NDA, and you're never allowed to discuss these sort of things. I auditioned for it. I didn't get it that I know of. I hope not, because I never voiced it. But I auditioned for it, didn't get it, and it's too bad. I haven't seen it on the air yet. When I do see it on the air, I hope that it gets on the air because it's a forceful commercial, and I think it's what a lot of us are feeling right now. So I'm really hoping that gets on the air. When it does, I will let you know. Oh, also, hey guys, speaking of being on the air, last September I shot an episode of Three Busy Debras, which is a show on Cartoon Network, a live action show. I shot that, and my episode just aired on Sunday. I thought it was going to be episode 4. It was actually episode 5, and it's called ATM All the Money. So if you check your various providers, I know it's on CartoonNetwork.com or the Cartoon Network app, so you can see me doing that. Let's see. Medium.com. There's the Three Busy Debras, Spectro World. Yeah, you can somehow watch it. So if you're really bored, I haven't even watched it yet. Completely forgot about it because time has lost all meaning and context to me. It's Friday today. I had to think about it. That's where we are. So yeah, anyway, if you guys want to check it out, I was in Three Busy Debras. I think I posted a promo for it on my page. You guys are way behind here, but let's see. Let me check your comments out. Airbus 330, he's a blonde date driven. He is blonde date driven. Blonde date driven. Blonde date driven. I'm going to have to think about that and try and figure out what you're saying there, Airbus. Noel said, "What do you think of the press area's first press conference?" Well, as I said during the press conference, we weren't going to learn anything. You never learn anything from Kayleigh McEnany. We didn't. Right away, it was since day one. She used to work for CNN, and it'll be interesting to see her attack CNN as time moves forward. But she used to be a regular correspondent during the election for CNN, it just nothing but Trump, pro-Trump. In fact, insanely pro-Trump. So she makes the perfect press secretary for Trump because she's completely insane. There's no guidance. There's no reason. She's a very quick. And this is ironic because I'm thinking of ways to describe how quick she is. And I can't come up with the words. She can always come up with words. A lot of times the words don't make any sense whatsoever. If you just joined us, this is what I'm talking about.
Absolutely. This president will always put America first. He will always protect American citizens. We will not see diseases like the coronavirus come here.
She's the epitome of MAGA, and she will continue to be so. President Trump would never allow the virus into our country. That clip goes further. She goes on to say, never allow terrorism, which, I mean, we've had terrorist attacks, but let's get back to the virus for a second. And then she says, like Obama. So not only will he stop the coronavirus, it'll be better than the way that Obama stopped the coronavirus. Okay. Yeah, no, she is a clone of Trump. Noel, Airbus 330, not data-driven, so blonde date-driven. Okay, so he's not data-driven, he's blonde date-driven. I see where you're going there, Airbus. I'm not going to jump on board because I'm restricted to the house. So maybe I'll go for a walk. So there was a protest outside my house today. It was Amazon workers who wanted to unionize, which is great. So this is good, though. Yesterday, if you remember, hold please. Oh, I don't even need my headphones anymore. I'll be right back. Yesterday, if you'll remember, I was drinking this. I was actually drinking water out of this as part of the drinking game that we were playing yesterday when anybody said testing. And I finished it off. But I had taken the rum out of it and poured it into like a measuring cup. And then once the water was all gone, I put the rum back in there. There she is. Kevinly daughter, did you have some rum last night?
Yeah.
How late were you up?
Oh my god, I couldn't sleep till like 4.
Okay, were you like live streaming and chatting with people, or?
No, I was just watching movies.
Okay, so Kevinly daughter picked yesterday to drink that much rum.
It was one shot.
Oh, it was one shot. I showed it to the microphone first. This is where I am, kids. Look at that. I'm showing the rum to the microphone so that you can see it. She had one shot. Really not that much. Not that much rum at all. But she was up till 4 a.m. because she's on a no-time schedule. And being 21 years old now, she's allowed to drink. And being 21 years old, she just stays up watching, I'm guessing, Parks and Rec.
No, I was watching Daddy's Home and Pirates of the Caribbean and Why Him.
Okay, she watched Daddy's Home and Pirates of the Caribbean and Why Him? Because you needed to know that. So then, like at 1 o'clock, she's dead asleep, and there's a protest outside. Right outside, they block the street. They're honking, but of course, it's May Day, and in Seattle, everybody goes nuts on May Day. They have all kind of protests. A lot of Bernie supporters. But they went not only out the front of the building, also out the back of the building, and just started honking up a storm. And the cars were moving along. It was all in cars. There were a few stragglers along with some drums and, face masks and stuff like that. They were doing it safely. It wasn't an open up. It wasn't an open us up protest, Liberty Bibberty protest. It was a unionized Amazon protest, as May Day protests. I mean, that fits right into the whole genre of the May Day protest. Anyway, so she was up at 1 p.m. unintentionally. She picked the wrong day to try and sleep in. Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, that's way too much information, but I felt like I should just go a little bit longer because that whole Trump thing was only about 3 minutes long here. I don't know if we're going to see anything this weekend until the Fox thing at 4 p.m. Hold on, I can find out. Let's do this together. Let's see if we go to the Twitter and we go to PressSec because Kayleigh McEnany was talking about it. Let's see. PressSec. There she is. She was promoting it. Yeah, you held a briefing, podium, blah, blah, blah. She promoted it. Fox News. Okay, maybe she didn't. Or maybe she deleted it. I have no idea. Anyway, sometime on Sunday night. Oh, that picture's making me nauseous. Sometime on Sunday night, she there's going to be a President Trump town hall. So tune in for that. I'm probably going to live stream it. I don't really have anywhere else to go. So we'll see you then. And it looks like, I don't know if anyone's still hanging around. So that's all there is to know about me right now. That's all there is to know about Kevinly daughter. I wish I could show you her tweet because she was very upset with the protesters. So I don't know if there's going to be anything tomorrow or the next day or whatever. I might cut together a couple of videos. Thinking of doing a parody song, but I'm always thinking of doing a parody song. We didn't start the fire, except it's going to be he didn't stop the virus. It's a stretch, but I think right now people will accept it. Don't you guys think so? All right, kids. Be good to each other. Stay safe. Give each other a hug from 6 feet.